Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Today on General Hospital, Laura and Sunny come to an understanding. Kai seeks out Portia's opinion, and Elva is feeling confident that Alexis will come through. Carly returns to Jack's room at the Metro Court, concerned she may have just handed Michael's children over to Willow and Drew. Jack urges her to tell him everything so they can figure out a way forward. She recounts the entire argument, including how tense it got, so much so that she almost lost her temper with Willow, but Jason arrived and helped diffuse the moment. Jack reassures her, saying she did exactly what needed to be done. Jack explains that the pressure she put on Drew and Willow was strategic, and now it's their move. He believes Willow will likely panic, and Drew will step in to protect her. Jack adds that Drew might go so far in trying to make a bold move that he overplays his hand, giving Carly an opportunity to turn it to her advantage. For now, he says, the best course of action is to wait for them to walk right into the trap she set. Over at Drew's place, Willow vents that what should have been a happy day has been completely overshadowed by Carly. Drew agrees and says Carly's behavior is nothing new. Willow feels Carly never genuinely cared for her, she just wanted what was best for Michael. Drew accuses Carly of only valuing people when they serve her interests, pointing out that after he got out of prison, a sentence he took for her, she abandoned him. Nana walks in and reassures them that the children didn't overhear the argument. Drew considers taking legal steps to keep Carly away. Nina urges them to stay calm and work toward a resolution. Otherwise, the situation will only continue to spiral. Drew says peace felt impossible the moment Carly raised her voice to Willow. Later, Kai rings the doorbell, apologizing for the late visit but needing to speak with Drew. Drew politely tells him it will have to wait until morning due to a family emergency. Kai understands and leaves. Once Drew steps away briefly, Willow opens up to Nina about how shaken she is by Carly's accusation that she's like Nell. Nina gently asks why those words affected her so deeply. Willow admits she's worried there may be some truth to it. She says it feels like everyone has turned against her, and she's starting to understand how Nell once felt, that the world was closing in. Nina reminds her that Nell struggled with serious mental health issues, and that's not the case with her. She encourages Willow to recognize everything she's overcome to become the strong, loving mother she is. Still, Nina agrees they need to find a middle ground with Carly and Michael, for the sake of the children and everyone involved. Drew returns and suggests they set this conversation aside for now and try to unwind. Nina hugs her daughter and heads out. Willow worries that Carly may push Michael to be as forceful as possible, and Michael can be incredibly intense when he sets his mind to something. If he comes at her with everything he's got, she's not sure how to handle it. She's also concerned Carly could fight for custody of the kids, so maybe compromise is the wiser path. Drew assures her that no one is going to take her children, and even if something happens to her, though he hopes it never does, he'll make sure Carly and Tracy don't get them. Willow says he can't make that kind of promise, but Drew holds up a document and says he actually can. He explains these papers would name him the legal guardian of Wiley and Amelia in the event something happened to her. In return, she would be the guardian of Scout if anything happened to him. Willow acknowledges it's a big step, but she agrees and tells him she trusts him more than anyone in the world to protect her kids. She signs the papers. In Portia's office, Trina tells her mom that Kai has made the decision to go through with the surgery without consulting her. Portia understands Trina's concern about Kai but wonders if this is also about Spencer. She points out that Trina has already experienced a major loss and now faces another period of uncertainty. Trina admits she's not sure she can sit on the sidelines, watching Kai play while constantly worrying something might go wrong. Trina hasn't known Kai very long but has started to develop feelings for him. She's deeply worried about the impact, both mental and physical, if the surgery doesn't work. Portia gets a phone call. It's Kai. She asks if he can stop by her office so they can go over everything related to the procedure. Kai arrives later after Trina has left. Portia tells him she's done thorough research and gives him the medical data she found. Most of these procedures have not been successful, and in 3 cases, the patients were left with serious complications. Only 2 were successful. Kai remains confident that he'll be the third. Ava visits Rick in his hospital room and says she told Alexis everything. If Alexis doesn't meet her demands, she'll take everything to Molly and the authorities about Christina's involvement. Rick asks if Alexis agreed to the terms. Ava says she gave her until 9 a.m. tomorrow to decide, but she's confident Alexis will comply. Rick warns her not to underestimate Alexis, pointing out she just gave her 24 hours to protect Christina. Ava says she not only has video evidence involving Christina, but also has Rick's car. She even bribed the mechanic to say it was crushed and can't be traced. Ava is confident Alexis will go along with their plan. Rick reminds her that if Christina isn't held accountable, she could pose a threat again. So he asks, is the money really worth the risk? Ava notes that with the money she'll have, she can hire proper security. She asks Rick if he'll be okay. He knows Molly can't handle losing another sister, so he'll have to make peace with a hefty payout. Plus, he'll get some satisfaction out of watching Alexis bend her ethics to move funds from the Cassadine estate. Ava assures him and Molly will be well looked after, but reminds him Alexis isn't aware of his involvement, so it's best to keep it that way. Rick hopes she's not planning to shortchange him. She promises that if Alexis tries to rescue her daughter, she'll make her pay twice what they asked for. Outside her place, Alexis speaks with Diane on the phone. She hasn't signed the papers to commit Christina yet, but says she'll get them over in the morning. Once inside, Christina notices her mother looks uneasy and asks what's wrong. Alexis simply says it's been a long day. Molly and Christina surprise her with a Davis Girls movie night and insist she hand over her phone and disconnect for the evening. They settle in and enjoy Noodle Buddha in Sam's honor. Molly and Christina admit how much they've missed this time together, which brings a smile to Alexis' face. Christina apologizes again, but Molly tells her there's no need. Having her sister back is the one silver lining from their father's accident. Christina asks how he's doing. Molly says it'll be a long recovery, but he and Liz are fortunate. It could have ended much worse. Christina says therapy and time for self-reflection have helped her finally gain clarity. Alexis expresses how happy she is to see Christina doing so well. Later, as Alexis goes through her briefcase, she pulls out the papers but crumples them up after seeing how happy and connected Christina is with Molly. In her office, Laura warns Sonny that the city may still go after his waterfront property. He asks if this is about the Esplanade. He thought that issue had been resolved. Laura explains Drew and Ezra are pursuing it again, and it's going to be put up for a city vote. He wonders if someone is pressuring her to go after him. She tells him Drew and Ezra are making an issue out of her association with him, trying to say she's shielding a known figure from scrutiny. But she's realized the Esplanade belongs to the people of Port Charles, and they should have the final say. Sonny warns Laura that he won't let the city take his pier. Laura asks him to trust her. There's another reason she's supporting this vote, but she can't explain just yet. Rocco enters and interrupts. He asks if everything is okay. Sonny says they're just having a conversation, and Rocco shares that Grandma offered to help him prepare for his debate. Laura suggests Sonny stick around to hear his grandson's speech. Sonny tells Rocco to impress him. Rocco gives his speech, and they offer a few pointers. He heads off to keep practicing. Sonny and Laura return to discussing the Esplanade. She admits she wants the public vote partly to make sure this issue doesn't affect their relationship. Sunny agrees and says it's a smart approach. Laura thanks him and says she hopes the vote goes his way. Sunny does too. He says his lawyers will put up a serious fight. But above all, they are family, and family always comes first. Alexis finally made the difficult decision to do what she believed was best, arranging for Christina to be placed in a treatment facility. Her goal was to help her daughter avoid legal trouble and ensure she received the care she needed. However, after witnessing a heartwarming moment between Molly and Christina, Alexis began to question her choice. Seeing the sisters so close and Christina seemingly doing better made her pause. She didn't throw the papers away, but she did quietly fold them and slip them into her purse. On Wednesday, Ava demands a higher payout, doubling down on her conditions, just as Alexis struggles with her internal conflict. Urge Alexis to follow through, reminding her how crucial this step could be for Christina's well-being. Alexis acknowledges her friend's concerns, but the question remains, will she be able to go through with it? Meanwhile, Christina scrambles to maintain her composure when she hears that Dante is investigating Rick's car accident. As for Molly, she tries to find a silver lining in the chaos, telling Rick that at least one good thing has come from it. She's rebuilt her bond with her sister. While Rick remains in the hospital, Elizabeth is finally discharged. Lucky brings her home, where she's greeted by a warm group of friends and family. But does this mean Lucky is moving back in? Elizabeth, still healing from her injuries, will definitely need support. But is Lucky the right person for the job, especially considering he's keeping secrets about the crash that put her in this situation? Elizabeth remains unaware, for now. Elsewhere, with Lois back in the picture, Brooklyn begins to reconsider her feelings toward her mother. She realizes it might be time to let go of old grudges. Still, there's no undoing the emotional revelations that have surfaced, and Brooklyn is forming a new plan for her future. The only problem? Not everyone seems to be on board with it. Chase and Lois also share an honest conversation, where Chase opens up about his true feelings regarding Dante being the father of Brooklyn's child. What Chase doesn't know is that Lois is holding onto yet another significant secret about her grandson. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.